What do you do when you have a friend or a colleague who vents about a certain situation that they're going through? What do you do? How do you handle it? Well, you practice good active listening techniques by listening and saying things like, wow, that sounds frustrating. Wow, I can see how you'd be upset. Or, wow, if that happened to me, I'd be pretty frustrated as well. So you practice those active listening techniques and allow them to vent, to get off their chest what the situation is that they're going through. However, what happens if their venting goes on and on and on and on? It doesn't serve them and it doesn't serve you. So what do you do in that situation? Well, after they've vented for a while and maybe they've calmed down a little bit, then you can ask, are you open to some suggestions or some solutions or possible resolutions to the situation? So that would pivot the conversation to go from venting to problem solving. And they may be ready for it, maybe not, but at least offer to talk about solutions or resolutions. Well, I did that recently to a dear, dear friend of mine, and I allowed her to vent, and she felt really good by getting things off her chest, and she even admitted it. She said, I'm sorry, I just need to vent. And then I suggested, well, you open for solutions and resolutions to the situation. And we talked about possible ways that she could handle the situation that she was going through with this particular colleague. And all was well. Everything was well. The conversation concluded, and it was great. Until the next time I saw this same person who needed to vent again about the exact same situation. And this time I used my active listening skills once again. It sounds like that'd be pretty frustrating. I could see how you'd be upset about this. But then I told her, you vented about this before, and I know you're going through it. So here's what we're going to do. I'll give you 5 minutes for venting. That's it. Five more minutes. Say anything you want about the situation, and then that's it. And she laughed, and it helped put things into perspective. And she only vented for about another minute, and then she was done. She recognized that, okay, it's time to move on. It's time to move on to solution and resolution. So I'm a big proponent for venting, for getting things off your chest. But if you're on the receiving end of somebody venting, put a time limit on it. And then offer to talk about solutions and resolutions. And hopefully that'll clear up the situation for that person. Have a great Front Row Friday, everybody, and we will see you next time.